Hey, it's me. There's a new current moving through this world, and it's not just an idea, it's a living force. You might have noticed it or felt it too. It's pressing against old ways of thinking, old patterns, old fears. It's asking us to see more clearly, live more honestly, and open to something bigger than the lives we've known. Think of the earth as a living being. Every one of us is like a cell in her body, each with our own energy and awareness. Right now, the earth is at a turning point, the way a person reaches a moment where they know they can't keep living the old way. Part of her wants to grow into this new vision. Another part, the part that fears change, wants to hold back. We know that feeling in ourselves. One side of us is ready to open, to share what's been hidden, to step into a bigger version of who we are. The other side resists. It worries what will happen if we let go of control. When that resistance meets the force of growth, there's tension. And that's where crisis comes in. Crisis isn't a sign that something's gone wrong. It's the friction that comes when life is asking you to move and a part of you is saying no. If you recognize it for what it is, you can work with it. If you deny it, it tends to grow louder until it can't be ignored. The same is happening on a global scale. There's beauty in the changes that are showing up. New ideas, new ways of being. Not all of it is pure, though. Sometimes the impulse for growth gets tangled in distortion or bypass. Some movements chase the feeling of expansion without doing the inner work that makes it real. That kind of skipping ahead always costs more in the long run. This new force is asking something different from us. It's asking for both inner clearing and outer contribution. For years, many of us have focused on our own personal healing, and that work is still vital. But now, there's more at stake. Our personal wholeness becomes the ground from which we serve something bigger. And that service, in turn, deepens our own fulfillment. It's not about losing yourself in a cause or giving in a way that drains you. It's about discovering that your own joy and strength are inseparable from the part you play in the greater movement of life. You can't serve well if you're unhappy, depleted, or pretending to be whole. People can feel when a leader is faking it. Real service grows from a place of self-responsibility and genuine vitality. On this path, that means facing the parts of yourself that hide behind a mask of false goodness. Sometimes we call it being nice or being good, when underneath, it's really a bargain, a hope that if you please others or follow certain rules, you'll get something in return. When you see that pattern and let it go, you start to claim your right to live fully, not at the expense of others, rather alongside them. There's a kind of selfishness that is healthy. It says, I have a right to be happy and to live in a way that's true for me. It can say no when someone tries to take advantage, and it never needs to harm others to get what it wants. From there, true selflessness starts to emerge. Not the kind that comes from guilt or the need to be seen as good. The kind that flows naturally from a full and steady heart. This is what makes us ready to meet what's coming. The more you release old guilt and false service, the more you can stand without fear in the movement that's sweeping the planet. This is just as true for communities as it is for individuals. In any group, there are those who live for their higher self and help guide the whole, those who are still deep in the work of facing their lower self, and those still caught in the mask. None of these places is wrong. They're just different points on the same path. The only danger is pretending you're somewhere you're not. Wherever you are, claim it honestly. If you've made progress, let yourself acknowledge that too. The more you trust your higher self, the more you can give yourself to the wider cause without fear. Ironically, it's clinging to the last bits of small selfishness that makes giving yourself feel risky. Once you loosen your grip, the fear softens. The values of this new consciousness are simple, but they're not always easy. They mean making decisions from a quiet, open place, not from a rush to get what you want in the moment. They mean waiting for the deeper answer, even when your surface mind doesn't know yet. They mean letting go of fixed opinions so that something truer can come through. The old way decides from fear, from narrowness, from the need to protect a certain view. The new way trusts that what comes will be good, even if it looks different from what you imagine. That's the shift that's happening now, inside us and all around us. More and more people are already choosing the new way. They feel the light of it and welcome it. Others feel only the discomfort of change, and they mistake it for something dangerous. When the truth is, this light brings joy to those who want it and commit to it. From here on, I think my message is gonna keep coming back to this bigger picture. How your personal healing fits into the evolution of the planet. How your own expansion prepares you to take part in something vast. How the joy you find in your own life really is the same joy that fuels the growth of the whole. This is where we're headed. And I believe it's worth wanting with your whole heart. Love you. Connect soon.